toward the end of the class, she wrote me this long letter about like, hey, my husband is a banker. He's like runs one of the banks. If you want to intern when you graduate, let me know. You know, I think you have potential, this and that for business, math, numbers, all this stuff.
Wow.
And then I joined the gang. But like during that time,
did you think about it at all though when you first got that letter?
It was like 15 seconds ago. I was very inspired.
Welcome back to another awesome episode of The Careful Boys, where today we have Mr. Subin here.
Subi!
What's up, Subs?
What's going on?
Anybody call you Subs?
Cool with me.
Soup.
All right, I got a question.
Yeah.
All right, for you first. All
Okay.
right. Think of the best teacher you've ever had. What did they teach and what made them so special?
Oh, I thought you said t-shirt.
That's what I said. That's what I thought too.
I was like,
Best
t-shirt. This was
like,
nice.
Teacher, I fucking apologize, guys.
Speaking of t-shirt, you guys can get this,
He
baby.
doesn't speak with an accent. You're her teacher.
Hey, speaking of t-shirt, you guys noticed the Careful Boys t-shirts? You could get it first week of October. Link in the description box.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. Can I buy one?
No.
Full
Okay.
price.
Cool.
10%
I'll
on.
take it.
I'll give you one.
10% off.
You know? All right, teacher.
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 Think of the best teacher you ever had.
And anything?
Anything. What did they teach you? What made them special?
Someone that made an impact in their
Play
life.
sentimental music in the background. Ryan's playing right now. He's composing.
Da,
The first one to believe in me.
da, na, 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 na.
Da-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You're supposed to answer, dude.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
fucking doing
okay.
music.
We just got caught up with the song. It was so good.
Come back around.
Come back around.
No, you know what? Stunt coordinator.
You're a stunt coordinator teacher?
Stunt coordinator. Three guys. There's three guys. Justin Yu, Kyle Porter, Andrew Franklin. Those guys were killers. First big job. What made it awesome was that before the biggest gig has to happen, they'll come to me like personally and just talk to me, like make me feel very comfortable. Don't trip, relax. Make sure you flip over this way. That way you don't get hurt. And then blah 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 blah. They'd be really good at explaining step-by-step process of every situation to the point where that little edginess is relaxed, and then by the time it's time to shoot it, boom, you send it and you're good to go. And they come back, they look at you from the corner and just go boom. Once that thumbs up, you're like, okay, super motivated and you're ready to do it again. And then just the whole process, not even just doing the moves, but how to act around in the industry. Don't be doing this so you don't look stupid, da 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 da. Those were the best teachers, actually. One of the highlighted ones.
So out of those three, you can only choose one.
Pick one, Subi.
They're all watching. jknews is very famous.
Come back around.
All right.
Come back around.
Oh yeah.
Floor's open. Floor's open, guys.
You have any teachers that you're like, oh, I remember you?
I would say my dad was my teacher, in a way.
Yeah.
Cleaning rocks.
Yeah, for
Rock
sure.
cleaner.
There's those moments, but my dad taught my brother and I chess at a young age. So the way that he taught us chess too, like we would have chess homework on different openings and mid games and end game strategy. But I like the critical thinking aspect that he taught us in regards to chess. And the one thing that always sticks with me is when you see a good move, look for a better one. So that's something I always applied to life.
That's tight.
So yeah, I would say him.
What does that mean in chess? So if your opponent shows a good move, then you.
So
wanna
like when
use them
maybe
better?
you see a good move on your end,
Yeah.
and you go, okay, yeah, that looks like a good move. That would put me in a more leveraged position.
But there
We'll
could
look
be
for
a
a better
better-
one. Meaning like look at the whole board again because maybe there's something you're missing.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Because you could get tunnel vision on that one thing.
Yeah.
So then it's like for me, I apply that to like all aspects of my life, and think about like, okay, maybe not react immediately to a certain situation and look for a better move or a better way of approaching it that would probably put me in a better position long term. And I don't always do that, but I try to.
But you know you're supposed to.
But I'm supposed to, yeah. But it's always there. It's always in the forefront of my mind. So that would be my teacher.
I have one, but I don't think I fully understood what they told me until literally this week.
Oh, shit.
So I had a teacher at Marquette, shout outs to Mrs. Kumar. I don't even know if she's alive anymore, but she was like one of the most impactful teachers I've ever had. She's a math teacher, and she always had this thing where like she had the highest AP pass rating in the nation, like always top 10.
Wow.
She taught the calculus, and for her, everything started with belief. So starting from first day of class, she would stand just by the door. And she's, everybody come in, give me a high five and say, I'm committed to get a 5 on the AP. So everyone high fives and walks in the class. And then on the way out, high five. And then her like AP passing is always like 90% and above. And then 85%, everyone gets the perfect score in her class. And then so like I understand that concept of like believing in yourself. And if you don't believe and you doubt yourself already, then there's no way you can achieve it, right? So I think I understand that generic concept. And this week I was on a phone call with like a business mentor and his business partner, and he said something that I was like, oh shit, I never fucking saw things in this way. And he said this project that he's working on, he wants it to be like a feather in his cap, meaning like he wants it to be when he looks in the rearview mirror, he wants this to be part of his legacy. And I've never looked at starting businesses or anything in life from the exit point of view. You know when you get into something, you're like, oh, I want to do jiu-jitsu. Honeymoon phase, whatever, right? So like you're just kind of like wandering around aimlessly. Where does this take me? Oh, this coach tells me to do this, whatever. But when you've done things so much, you know every single thing in the world has a start and an end. So for him, he looks at things from a rear view mirror. Like he hasn't even started yet, but he knows how he wants to end it, and he knows he wants it to be a legacy thing. And I'm like, oh, that's the difference between like people that take every single brand deal that comes, get caught up in YouTube drama, gets caught up in algorithm because they don't know what the end game is. So they're just kind of like wandering around versus people like GSP or whatever. They're like, I want to be the greatest of all time, so that's it. That means I'm only going to get sponsored by Nike. I'm only going to do this. So they have like a rock hard foundation and nothing else can sway them. So when he said that, I was like, oh shit. But in order to think like that, you got to first believe in yourself, but believe in yourself in the end product. So instead of going like, well, but the algorithm made me do this, it's like, think about what your outcome, what you want that to be, and then reverse engineer your whole career. And like after I had that phone call with him, I was like, dude, I think that's what Ms. Kimura meant. Like, believe in yourself, but not just in the beginning, but believe in what you want the outcome to be.
Wow.
Yeah, should blow his mind.
I got a quote for that, man.
Really good.
Don't just be rock hard. Have a rock hard foundation.
Nice.
That's also good.
Thought that was gonna go somewhere else, but I'm glad it didn't.
Definitely thrown off midway.
Hey, don't walk around with a boner.
There it is. Yeah.
Flip it up in your waistband. Be a gentleman.
Right? That's the follow-up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't walk around with a boner.
All right, so we
Have a
yours?
mission for your boner.
About 30 seconds ago, I was super inspired.
Have a mission. Have a place to put that thing. Yeah, that's
But that's also why it's good to continue to have mentors
Collaboration.
in your life, you know?
No, for real.
Because these guys I was talking to, they're like 50 or 60, so they're like way ahead. And when you talk to them, they're just like, oh fuck, it brings so much more like insight into what's going on. It's helpful.
And we get to get his mentors, talks. We get to get his knowledge.
If they decide to call me once every 5 years,
You're not always bugging them, like, hey, because I'm sure. How do you even get a mentor anyway? Like, what do you do?
I'm straight up.
Yeah.
I'll just ask.
You have mentors?
That's great.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey, can I text you and be like your annoying brother?
Yeah.
And then a lot of them were like, yeah, sure. Because they
That's cool.
like passing that stuff
Yeah,
on.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many people don't ask.
Yeah.
It's
that
basic.
simple.
It's like, hey, do you mind like meeting up for like coffee? I just want to ask a couple questions about blah blah blah, and like you just start. And the second you realize that you have something to learn, you just ask again. You ask again. 3 fucking coffee dates down the line, you're like, oh, this is kind of like my mentor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just starts like that.
I tell
Or you're
people
just-
no.
Yeah. Was there a reason why?
Again, about 15 seconds ago, I was inspired.
I said, from what you know right now, do this, and this. Like read this book, probably take this. And I give them a route, and I go, then probably, but at this moment, I don't think it's good for either of us to have this. Like the questions aren't set up correctly because you don't even know anything. So I'm not gonna bring you from the very bottom to the certain point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like have a foundation.
Yeah.
That's like if I met Elon Musk right now, it's like it'll be an entertaining time having a conversation. But when it comes to business, I'm not at his level to ask the right questions to utilize that relationship in the best way
Are you
possible.
saying you have to be a certain level of a student to even acquire that type of mentor?
That's true. I think that's true.
Because I don't think I'd be of a good help because I don't think I explain things well in that phase. Like I think there's great mentors for like a certain phase. Like sometimes like from white belt to like, I don't know, like purple or whatever, right? You probably have a good, maybe a kid's instructor or someone in the beginner instructor. They're really good at that stage and then maybe different stages. I don't think I'm actually a very good coach at anything because I don't explain things very well. But I think I bounce ideas back with people that understand already.
I see.
And they can help figure it out for themselves.
Yeah.
And some people, when they say mentor, they're actually looking for a babysitter, which is different.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not here to inspire. I don't want to motivate. And I can see that in certain people. And I'm like, you just want me to be your coach that's motivating you, saying you can do it. And I'm like, I don't want that stage.
Yeah.
I want someone that's like, here's the 3 things that I'm looking for. Can you, like, what do you think? Here's my 2 options. What do you think?
Yeah.
So it's like a consulting mentor.
Somebody who does the work
Yeah.
isn't asking you to do the work for them.
Yeah. That's if someone's like, hey, I want to start business, what should I do? And I'm like, okay, all right, you go Google, and then you go type in how to start business, and then there's 1,000 fucking articles on how to do it. Don't ask me that.
Yeah,
you know?
if I feel like it's the rule of thumb, if you're asking me a question that you can easily find out yourself, don't ask me.
Already an L, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now these days, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many resources.
All over Instagram.
Yeah.
Well,
Just open up your Instagram. There it is.
Everyone's Instagram looks different, though.
But the scary thing is everybody on Instagram is also like a teacher.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, not everybody's a teacher.
Or just right now, like during lunch, I was talking to a friend of mine who just published an Amazon book, and he goes, hey, I'm interested in starting to do merchandising now. Can you teach me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because it's a different kind of conversation. Yeah, it's completely different from like, I think I just want to make my own business. Where do I start? Like, that's a different question.
Way too general.
Yeah, it's a very, very different question. So like, yeah. But going back to the topic, hearing your story, I realized like, I was like, damn, who is that impactful teacher? And I think for most of my life, I had such a bad relationship with me in education. So like, it's already like from every class I went to, I'm like, oh, they're not gonna like me. Because it's like, maybe I was disruptive in class. I didn't understand how to be a good student. So majority of the teachers I've had, I don't think they like me, and I don't think I enjoyed school. But there would be moments, and one of them was at Keppel, where I always failed my math classes, and this was my, I think it was pre-algebra, algebra, whatever it was. I forgot her name, man. She was a Chinese teacher, older lady, and she was notoriously known to being a really mean bitch. So I wasn't gonna do the work. I've already heard this rumor. Everyone was afraid of her. So I would be hella rebellious. I don't even know what happened, but I just started doing the work. I started doing homework. I started passing. And toward the end of the class, she wrote me this long ass letter about like, hey, my husband is a banker. He's like runs one of the banks. If you want to intern when you graduate, let me know. You know, I think you have potential, this and that, for business, math, numbers, all this stuff.
Wow.
And then I joined the gang. But like during that time,
Did you think about it at all though when you first got that letter?
After it was like 15 seconds ago, I was very inspired.
that's the prompt for this.
Joe is an emotional roller coaster, guys.
but it was a stupid time in my life, right? But I think just reading it was the first time I was like, oh shit, like really? You really think that I can work at this bank? And then you think I have potential, and you're gonna recommend me a job?
That's a big
with your
deal.
husband?
Yeah.
He's gonna mentor me? Like, I was like, fuck. And I'm like, but that's whack though. I don't know. Yeah, like working at a bank. Like you go into a bank and
That
all
shit's
those guys-
square.
I was like, I don't want to. I have to wear a suit. Like I don't want a job where I have to wear a suit. But now I'm like, fuck, dude. Imagine the mentorship, the opportunity, like all the stuff that I would have learned if I went that route.
Yeah.
What's crazy is it doesn't just start with someone just believing in you.
For real.
That's all it really starts, and then you start like having like it takes time. Sometimes you still join a gang and you have to do all these other things to get it out of your system. But but it always goes back to that belief of like, damn, someone did believe in me at one point.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's a big thing too. I think for me, one I could think of, and I've talked about him too, but is Joe, our jiu-jitsu coach at the gym, Joe Teodoro. Yeah, and when he came to the gym, it was at Fight Academy at the time. We were all like fighters and shit, and we were all like, oh, we're strikers. We're not like, we just do jiu-jitsu for fun. We're not like really into it, whatever. When he came along, he was able to teach and distill information down in a way where we were like, oh shit, we just looked at it so differently, you know? And that helped us kind of get into it a little bit more. And also too, like he's just such a good coach, and he has so much passion when he teaches you that it's almost contagious. You can't help but to feel like, oh, what the fuck? I want to learn more about this. And that belief part too is like he kind of pulled us to the side and spent a lot of time with us out of like the rest of the guys. Not like he wasn't coaching anybody else, but there was like a few guys, like some of the coaches at the gym now at Lionheart, like the main dudes in the main group. Like he would spend tons of time with us, and that whole idea of he believed in us to be able to excel. And at the time we're like, yeah, we're not even fucking good at this, like whatever, we're just fucking around. Like that was kind of the attitude. But yeah, with over time then we started to realize like, oh shit, we have something special here. And the way he teaches beginners to intermediates to advanced people was changes how we looked at coaching and changed a lot for all of us. So I think he would be a good example of a really good teacher that changed how we looked at all of it, you know. So
It's crazy how like great teachers will inspire people to be students or better students.
Oh, 100%.
And that could be like a defining factor of either somebody starting or never starting at all.
And then it becomes a thing of like, I need to make this dude proud. He's put so much time and effort into us that we need to make sure this is not for nothing. Like we have to make something out of this. And you know, everywhere we went, we just followed him. And
Bro, like for being a teacher, if you think about it, well, if you were like in LAUSD or something, right? Your classes are jam packed with like 30 plus students. You have also kids that probably don't come from the best home situations, so they're disruptive, they're knuckleheads. You have to be a good babysitter, and you have to be a good mentor, and you have to control the class and be stern. And you also have to be entertaining because everyone's ADD as fuck and they won't pay attention to you. But at the same time, you have to also care to the point where they feel like an emotional connection, where they feel like listened to and all that. It's so much. Like, they should just be able to go in there, give instruction, people receive instruction, and then like do it, right? But there's so much more that they have to do. I'm just like, bro, that's a lot.
yeah.
That's so much. And I think like, man, I tormented the shit out of my teachers.
But did you guys ever have like those teachers at your school that were beloved by like the staff, the kids? And it was all for those reasons, because they could wear every single fucking hat.
Yeah, like
not
they're just
because they're
multi-talented.
necessarily like the most special teachers in the world, but like they either have done it long enough to understand that like, oh, if I want to make my life easier, I have to have all those complementary skills of being entertaining, being fun, being patient, and being able to like deal with the kids that are difficult. You know, so I think that is a skill in itself, and I think some teachers are just like not about that life. They're just there just because whatever. Sure. But those teachers that are able to transcend all those things, and everyone is like, I love this fucking teacher. You gotta get this class. Like those motherfuckers change lives.
Do you remember that one teacher at Keppel? She was the political science teacher.
I don't remember.
Fuck. She was awesome, and another teacher named Coach Baldwin. They were fucking awesome.
Oh, Baldwin was cool, yeah.
'Cause I remember like, so when we lived in the SGV, it was like crazy gang era, right? Like there's drive-bys in front of the school. Like there's fights all the time. It's like crazy gang era, and those two teachers were the ones that really didn't even give a fuck if you were in their class. If you just showed up in her class, she'll just let you sit there and hang.
Yes, I had a teacher like that too.
They knew that if not in this class, you'll probably get shot.
Yeah.
So like I'll be like, I forgot her name, but I'll be like, yo, I brought 4 homies in this time. And then she'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. And we just all just sit in the back, and that's even better than us hopping the fence.
Yeah.
Mexican lady, the old lady, Miss Cochinas.
Most Cochinas, yeah. Shout out to
I had her for health.
yeah, Miss Cochinas.
She was so
She was
sick.
awesome.
Cause like if you just don't want to go to your class because you just have people you don't get along with or whatever, you just went to hers.
Yes.
And she would just be teaching or telling a story or like you'll watch a movie or whatever and you
Safe
just chill.
zone.
Yeah,
She'll let
for
people
real.
play cards in the corner, just do whatever. As long as you're in here safe, it was cool.
That's crazy.
Same
fucking
teacher
dope.
at my high school was just a cool all-around teacher. People would ditch their classes to go to his class, and he'd just be chill enough to be like, all right, well, at least you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what we would do is just hop the fence
Yeah.
and leave.
Get in more trouble.
Right.
Hell yeah.
That's a good solution for that teacher, though.
But I do think it wasn't like one person for me. Now I'm having all these memories of moments from teachers of like giving me praise or helping me with self-confidence or whatever. And like I remember I saw how many credits I had and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna graduate. I'm a super duper senior. So I said, when can I sign myself out? And they said like 16 or 17. So on my birthday, I signed myself out. I went to continuation school. I went into continuation school and then the teacher there, he's like, gave me an assessment test, spoke to me and he goes, what are you doing here? Like after a month. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, just take the GED. And I'm like, isn't that like worse than a diploma? And I'm like, shouldn't I work through the diploma here? And he goes, it doesn't matter. Whether it's the CHPSE, GED, fucking actual diploma, what matters is your college degree. And then from that point, he goes, look, I'll pay for your GED, just take it. You don't even need to study, you know how to do all this stuff. And I was intimidated because I was like, shit, if I get a GED, I'm not gonna get into a good college. And he goes, no, don't worry about it. Just crush it in junior college, get the best grades, and then transfer to any college you want to go to.
But then he joined another gang.
But it was a good game. It was the best game.
Not far from the truth.
So I recently got my GED.
Recently?
Look at it.
At what, at 25?
23.
Let's go, baby.
What made you want to get it? You just fucking got it?
No, no, my wife.
She said, you stupid, go get one.
Pretty much, dude, in the nicest way. She said, hey, man, I think you should at least get your GED. And I was like, why? I don't need that shit. She's like, I think you just need to get it. She just stared at me the whole time. I was like, all right, I'll think about it. Then my mom's like, yo, you need to get your GED. If the green card guys are going to look at you,
Oh, that's right. It looks better for it, yeah.
they don't want no dumbass in America. And I was like, you're right. So I went to get my GED at 23 at American Career College.
Don't you need it
yeah.
anyways to become a police officer or no?
Yeah, you do.
That's what it was, you know? That's why I went back.
At least you got it, bro.
Yo, man.
Damn.
At least you got it.
It was the easiest shit, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Was it?
It is easy.
But at 23, I was scared. I was like, damn, bro, I don't even know if I know math.
Because you haven't
Yeah.
taken a test in like fucking hell long.
I was scared at 17 because I thought the GED was like at the end of high school. I'm like, how are you gonna condense 4 years of learning in one test?
Right.
And then I was like, this is a joke. Like at the end of all this schooling, this is all you need to know.
What was it? Like,
It's
you
just
had to wrap it, just basic math.
it's basic everything.
Basic
Like,
algebra, yeah.
It's basic.
Be a banker or join a gang.
Gang.
Up to you.